So this is my Poulan Pro 8.5, well, it's not an 8.5 anymore, but a 27-inch snowblower. It's got a Tecumseh HMSK 80 on it. I got the thing on Craigslist for like a little over 200 bucks. And the guy said he put a quote-unquote new motor on it because the other one blew up. So anyway, get home. I think it ran like once, and then couldn't get it going again. Like tried, put a new carburetor on it, ran for a little bit, and just had nothing but carburetor issues on it. So I said, heck with it. I'm on YouTube and saw another guy with a big Cub Cadet, and he had converted his to propane, and he had mentioned Carb and Turbo systems. And so I looked up Carb and Turbo systems, and they are like 10 miles away from my house in Shakopee, Minnesota. So I went up to those guys and talked to Neil, and he's the one who hooked me up on this. So what we got here, if you look at your carb, there's generally like a choke assembly that goes right here. So this adapter plate is what you get from these guys, and that connects to your hose for the propane. There's just a little gasket in there, and then it fits up to the carburetor perfectly. And on here, so you need to have an air intake, an air cleaner in there to create. It helps create the vacuum in the system. So you need some resistance. So taking a tip from the other guy on YouTube with the big Cub Cadet, just took a little electrical box. I painted it black so it matches, and a faceplate, drilled some holes in there, put an air cleaner in there, and so that's just matched up the holes on it. So that seems to work all right. Going up the line, so this regulator is where all the magic happens. This is everything that you get from Carb and Turbo systems comes with the bracket. I just drilled a couple holes right through the frame to mount it to. On the regulator, so your line to the carburetor goes right up here. This little valve up here is where you adjust your fuel mixture, I guess. So what I do is just set it to half throttle, and then play with this until it gets to be, on one side, if you go too far, it's going to die, and you go too far the other way, it's going to die. So right in the middle is that sweet spot. And then up on the top this is the idle screw. So, or right here is the idle screw. So I didn't mess with that until the very end. I probably should have done that right away. But yeah, now after I got that adjusted, it seems to work pretty sweet. Yeah, and then the line comes down here to my tank. So the way I got this hooked up is there's a little bracket. Actually, this bracket that I got right here. It's a little cockeyed right now, but this is actually the bracket for the starter, and the starter got all shredded on me. So the gear's just destroyed. So it came off of this side. So when I took the starter off, figured with propane I won't need a starter anymore. So I took that off and repurposed it, and it seems to work pretty good. I just got a little 10-pound tank on there, and it seems to be the perfect size. I ran it in 0-degree weather and have had no problems. It starts like beautifully every time. So I'll just show you how to start up here. You just turn the gas on. Well, there's one little thing on this regulator. Neil put in a little primer. So you'll see this little button right here. It's kind of like on if you guys are familiar with the Jiffy ice augers, but they need like 2 pulls, right? So the first pull, I guess, pulls the gas in, and then the second one ignites it. Well, with this, you just hit this little button, and it shoots gas in there, and it should be 1 pull. So we'll test it out. You hear, I don't know if you heard that, but it's just a little. So I'll set the throttle at half throttle. Then So it runs like a dream. I may have it running a little high. I did adjust my governor because it was going way too fast. It just runs so clean. It's great. I can run it in the garage here, and it doesn't get smoky, and I don't smell like gas before work when I go blow snow. It's just great. Pulled the plug out. I ran it for probably an hour, and I pulled the plug out. I put a new plug in when I first converted it over, and the plug looks brand new. You don't get that black or any kind of soot or anything like that you get with the gas setup. So, well, overall, I'm extremely happy with it. I don't have to fight with, trying to get the thing running in the morning, and when you're trying to going for work, and things should just work. So I love the one pull starts. I like not smelling like gas. I may smell like other things, but I don't smell like gas. One other thing is where the old gas line came in, you'll see right there. You just gotta cap off that intake where the gas came in. That's really, and then wire the choke wide open, because you don't have to choke these with propane. So yeah, really, otherwise, the carburetor itself really doesn't do a whole lot. It's just the throttle. It wasn't even working before I converted it over. So, the propane was magic. What else did I do? Yeah, so I adjusted the governor. I've had to, I think I still need to adjust the governor a little bit more. Change the idle screw, tame that down a little bit more. Other than that, it's been good. So I guess we'll see how it goes for the rest of the winter. I did blow some snow this morning, and it was some heavy wet stuff, and it just barreled right through it. So I'll have to get some video of it blowing snow, because that's where the proof is, right? But yeah, it runs. So thanks for watching.